Your 17 Health Watch tonight. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and 2 local breast cancer survivors have teamed up to help the Bakersfield Comprehensive Blood and Cancer Center answer people's questions. 17's Robert Price tonight makes the introductions.
300 people in Kern County, most of them women, are diagnosed with cancer every year, and many of them come here to the Comprehensive Blood and Cancer Center and Dr. Ravi Patel. Dr. Patel can tell patients much of what to expect from the physical, medical perspective. But what about self-esteem? What about talking to one's children? What about sex? Those are important questions, real questions, especially for younger and middle-aged breast cancer patients. That's what Stacy Shepard thought. The Bakersfield, Californian reporter was diagnosed with breast cancer in December 2018. And her long and at times torturous journey toward healing brought her face to face with questions even Dr. Patel couldn't always fully answer.
Even though you have the support of your family and the people that are closest to you, I think there's still a sense of, gosh, it would be nice to know how other people handled this, or am I the only one going through this?
So she decided to answer those questions herself. She and another breast cancer survivor, Diane Nelson, are hosting a Q&A session on all things breast cancer at 5:30 p.m. this Tuesday at CBCC and live streamed on the center's Facebook page. The title of the seminar, Ask Us Anything. Shepard's sister in recovery, Diane Nelson, a Bakersfield pharmaceutical rep, was diagnosed with breast cancer in June 2018.
So there's all of that happens afterwards. And so that's what we're hoping to help bring people together to discuss. Because it's a lot. It's a lot to it's heavy. It's heavy.
Nelson chronicled her 16 rounds of therapy in photos, 16 photos. She also, all too well, understands the sense of vulnerability and uncertainty that a cancer diagnosis and the recovery process can bring. Dr. Patel acknowledges these are messages best delivered by women who have lived through it.
And they have a tremendous amount of responsibilities they have to deal with. Children, taking them to school, household affairs, their work, a variety of things, and a variety of personal issues. A simple thing, your sex life, or, emotions.
Just Ask Us, as they're calling the seminar, could be the first in a series of Q&A sessions. With 300 new diagnoses of cancer every year in Kern County, the need for workshops like this is great. In Bakersfield, Robert Price, 17 News.
It's a great thing that they're doing.
Good report.
A new program